One of the things that's predictable is that you see some people engaging in, I think, partisan games.
Days before a flash flood surged through central Texas, killing over 130 people, Republican Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn voted to cut funding for weather forecast research, and Cruz authored the language behind the cuts. Both Cruz and Cornyn helped President Donald Trump pass his One Big Beautiful bill, which Trump signed into law just hours before the flood. Cruz inserted language into the legislation, cutting $150 million in funding meant to accelerate advances and improvements in research, observation systems, modeling, forecasting, assessments, and dissemination of information to the public around weather forecasting, according to a recent bill analysis from The Guardian. The bill also includes the closure of National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration offices and cuts to grant funding to study how the climate is impacting weather systems. Following the flood, Cruz emphasized the need for Texas to be proactive, but said there was a time and place for partisan finger-pointing and attacks, as Texans debate who's at fault for forecasters' failure to accurately predict the intensity of the rain and local and federal officials' slow responses to the flood.
I will say, in the wake of every tragedy, there are things that are predictable. One of the things that's predictable is that you see some people engaging in, I think, partisan games and trying to blame their political opponents for a natural disaster.
Cuts at the National Weather Service have also come under the microscope, as nearly 600 employees were laid off earlier this year as part of Trump and Elon Musk's DOGE initiatives, resulting in vacancies at 40% of weather forecasting offices across the country. Several positions are vacant in Texas, including an open position in San Antonio, which covers areas affected by the floods. Although Trump also rejected the idea of investigating whether NWS cuts contributed to the flood's devastating death toll, Democrats like Representative Lloyd Doggett, Representative Joaquin Castro, and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer have called for investigations into whether the cuts had any impact on the state's natural disaster response.